Yes, people. What's happening? Welcome to Saeed TV and welcome back to the channel. Big up to everybody who's locked in, everybody who's supporting the channel. Um, I know you wonder where Moosa is. Moosa is running a bit late, people. He will be with us any minute now, shortly. He's just running a few errands, but big up to everybody who's watching. Keep smashing the likes up as you jump in. This video, as you can see, is sponsored by Mercier, people. Make sure if you want to go get your hoodies, your Paris hoodies right here, Mercier there, Paris. Make sure you get in the description below. Click on the link and it'll take you to the website and then you can order from there, people. Get different types of hoodies and whatnot. So make sure you check that out, people. But we are live and we have the important news. Ten Hag, here we go, people. Ten Hag, here we go. It's official. Well, it will be official by Man United shortly, but it's the news that we've all been waiting for and the news that every one of you have been waiting for. But Ten Hag is on his way, and Man United are set to announce Ten Hag as a new permanent manager in the coming days. Whether that comes after the Liverpool game, whether that comes after the Arsenal game, we don't know, but they're about to announce it in the coming days. It's big news, man. We finally got some sort of you know, it's some sort of lowdown as to the confirmation, whether it was happening. There was a lot of negotiations. There was a lot of, kind of humming and hawing, whether it was coming or not. But we have got it. Fan calling. I'll try and get that soon, bro. I've been busy, man. I'm trying to fix all the content in, people. There's a lot of time, man. Big up Mercier, man. Yeah, man. Manchester brand company. So make sure, people, if you want to support Mercier, hit the link in the description. Make sure you get your hoodies, man. I've got a couple of hoodies now, so big up to everybody who's supporting the channel, man. Like I said to you, bigger and better things to come, people. But the deal is agreed, people. An agreement has in place for his contract. United Ajax are now in a contract to discuss the 2 million release clause. Only 2 million, people. It's crazy. For a manager of Ten Hag's qualities, 2 million sounds mad, bro, because it would have been a lot of money for other managers in the past, but we have got him for a relatively cheap clause. Can United now back him? That's the real question, people. Can United go back him and go and give him what he needs? Go and give him the tools to succeed. It says here is expected to commit Man United within an initial 3 years, plus the option another 12 months or a 4-year contract lasting until 2026. So, it might be relatively small in terms of what people will think. But again, like I said to you, for a contract at Man United, you've got to be very, very careful. But this is the key one for me. Very, very key. Everybody listen and open up their ears. It says here, Eric Ten Hag has been granted a key demand to be allowed the final decision on transfers together with Man United executives due to his determination that mistakes in the market should not be repeated. That's a massive one for me. We've seen it in the past. We've had decisions. We've made transfers. Donny van der Beek's a notable one. But there's been so many transfers where we've gone and bought and then we don't use them. Di Maria, a notable one. Didn't really want to come here. It's only just because PSG failed to buy him and United came in with the offer. Didn't really want to come here. So again, he's thinking to himself, you know what? I've got to be in control. And that's the main thing for me. If the Glazers don't back him, then I don't know how we'll get to the top. Absolutely. Eric Ten Hag, just a part of the rebuild. We need a structure, of course. And this is going to be a key test for Man United, whether they're building the structure. This is what we want now. We want them to build a structure. And this is a key element of that. We need to help him out. There needs to be a structure around Ten Hag, not the other way around. Ten Hag's only one body. United have got a whole hierarchy that they supposedly and allegedly are the best in the business, are the best in class. Eric Ten Hag is expected to hold talks over bringing in Mitchell van der Gaard, MUFC, as his assistant, while discussions regarding Steve McLaren also part of his backroom staff to continue. The thing for me, though, with the Steve McLaren is, for me, yes, he's not the greatest name out there, and yes, he's kind of the England job. He failed in that one, and he's not the current up-to-date manager or the current up-to-date assistant. But when you've got a current structure in terms of the Eric Ten Hag, and you've got another one with him, then it works well with that. But when you've got like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you've got Michael Carrick, and you got Fletcher, then that doesn't work for me. You've got to have something there, a solid baseline first, and then you can go from there. when you having Steve McLaren with, you know what I mean, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that's never going to work. But hopefully this one can work, and hopefully we can get to a level now where we're all happy with some sort of progress in terms of managers and coaches coming in. Why are they announcing it after a win? Like, is it Man United start linking good info? Yeah, but this is the best time to do it, people. This is the best time to do it. I feel like for me, you know what I mean, the fan base, you know, what we're doing now with the protests and what's going on right now, this is probably their perfect time to do things. They need to do it now more than ever when the fan base is already in uproar with the situation with the club and the season we've had now. For them, it's a perfect opportunity to bring in Ten Hag and announce Ten Hag as well. Now go and get Paul Mitchell. Yeah, that's again for me. That'll be the key decision now. How do they build a proper structure now? Because there's so many options and so many roles available for people to come into this football club. It's not like we don't need help. We actually need help. That's the thing that people don't understand. We need help, or we can get. But it's whether Man United can go and do that. Man United at this minute, right now, need all the help they can get from every angle. We need help. So for me, bringing in, you know, as many assistants as we can possible. That's what United are going to need, because at this minute, we need the level of coaching that's needed at Man United Football Club is crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. So we're going to need all the people we can. You know, some people saying here, Mullenstein as well. I think he was underrated under Alex Ferguson. I really, really do. The job that he did. People talk about Carlos Queiroz, but for me, the period in which I enjoyed mostly of Old Trafford was under Mullenstein, and the coaching that he did, the one-to-one coaching with Ronaldo. You know, that's what's needed at Old Trafford. And I think, like, for me, you know, the level of coach that we're going to need at Old Trafford this season and the coming season, for first foremost, is huge, mate. It's absolutely huge. There's a lot of players who have not developed since Van Gaal's era. Lo and behold, another Dutch coach, the last Dutch coach that did well at Old Trafford for me in terms of coaching and bringing a philosophy since Alex Ferguson was Ten Hag. So it's, for me, it's got to be a proper rebuild, man. Absolutely, the overhaul. Big up to everybody who's watching. Keep smashing the likes up, people. Moosa will be coming in any minute, people. He's having trouble with his Wi-Fi connections, man. He's on his way, people. He's on his way. Keep pumping the likes up, people. We need a clear out this summer. Absolutely massive clear out. We need absolutely massive. Kyrgios played a huge part in the team that. Yeah, exactly. Here we are. Moosa's here, people. We got Moosa back in the building. Moosa, what you saying? You good?
Yeah. What's happening?
Yeah, man, not too bad, man. We're just talking about the Ten Hag news. It's just broken out. Fabrizio Romano has just broke it out that Ten Hag is here we go, and that he's on his way, man. Good news that we finally kind of confirmed it, and it will be confirmed the next couple of days. So, what do you make of that so far?
Yeah. I just saw that before I come on. Obviously, we've been expecting it, but it's always nice to get that confirmation. And we're just trying to see right now. Really, I think because we've been getting a lot of news in the last couple of weeks about it, I think what we're eager to hear now as fans is what are the type of signings that he's going to be bringing in with him. Do you know what I mean? Because looking at our squad, we all know the situation, the problems that we're having. So I guess everyone's just kind of gassed to be like, okay, cool. So who are we bringing in?
He's coming in next season, people. Next season. But it's a 3-year deal. Is that 3-year deal? Is that the right sort of deal? United should be doing 3-year with an option of 4-year. No more long-term management. We gave David Moyes a 6-year contract, was it? Or was it 8 years? I can't remember. Must have been 6 years, I think.
Yeah. I think he's gonna earn. I think he's gonna earn his deals and his contracts moving forward. But I feel like at the same time, even looking at that, I think if you look at all the players that he's been linked to, I don't think he's been linked to a player that's been over the age of 24, really, 24, 25. So that shows you it's long-term anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because these are young players on similar to what Ranić likes, on first or second big contracts, you know what I mean? They're not on their, you know what I mean, like third or last final contract. So I think I'm excited. I'm gassed, to be honest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You know what? They're clever though, Man United, though. They announced the stadium redevelopment. They announced the Ten Hag news. You know, I mean, when it's been bad, you know what? They're very clever in what they do, man. They've got analysts, man. A lot of people don't realize it. United have got probably one of the best analysts in fan behaviors and psychologists that work with what the fans' emotion. We seen it with the guy who was talking about the PR and all that. They know what they're doing in terms of getting the right people in. And when it's a crisis moments, they know when to calm the fans down. The Ronaldo deal, the Sancho deal. After 2 years, they finally got it done. The Varane deal, just to kind of excite the fan base that we're getting a Champions League proven player. They know how to do things like this. So it's no coincidence that he's coming in now, especially the biggest period now possible for Man United in terms of whether they reach top 4 or not. They know what to do. They're bringing this now. This might give the players a lift now, Moosa. As 100%, much as it sounds crazy.
When I look at it now, and like you said, we're coming into the bit like a serious period for us. We've kind of flopped the top 4, but then at the same time, we're dangled. There's a little carrot being dangled at us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I know, man. I know.
Like we don't want it, but it's achievable at the same time. It's like, so it leaves us in a sticky situation because really, we should be going. We shouldn't be losing another game this season. We should be looking at some of the big games and saying, all right, cool. We might draw that one, but we'll win this one, and we win. We shouldn't be looking at any games that we're going to lose that, but we're looking at Tuesday's game like that could be a loss. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem, man. So, man, I'm just United. I'm just fuming because I feel like the only person that's kind of forget the Glaziers anyway. They're idiots. But besides them, the only people that kind of let us down are the squad and is the team because we've got the new manager. You know what I'm saying? We're moving in that type of direction. And we've got Ranić in. And all we needed was a squad to get us that top 4 finish. So at least we can have some Champions League football next season. And they can't even manage to do that, Saeed, man. I'm just pissed off at United at the moment.
I know. But like I said to you, there was a bit here. I don't know if you've seen it, but apparently he's looking for full control in terms of players coming in and out. How key is that for you in terms of player understanding, knowing that which players are coming in, which players are coming out? How big is that for you because of the recruit? How bad this recruitment has been for Man United for so many years. How key is it for you that we get the recruitment right?
I think that's massive, man. Because when you look at Man City and you look at Liverpool, they barely get players in and then they don't play them. But there's always a transitioning period for that player. Some are faster than others, but they always transition and get their moment in the spotlight. When you look at Man United, like things like Donny van der Beek, that doesn't happen if you're buying that player and you want him. You don't do things like that. You rather go without. You know what I'm trying to say? And I just feel like Man United have always bought players like it's FIFA, never to actually fit a philosophy or way of football. They just look at, he's good at that, let's get him. He's good at this, let's get him. But it's like, do they even fit the style of football that we're trying to play? So that's what's left us in problems, I think, looking forward. So having a manager who has the right to say, I want him, I don't want him, he's staying, he can go. I'm excited. But first and foremost as well, I just want like 3 or 4 solid signings, and I want him to bed some young players in. Like Hannibal and these lot, they've been on the cusp for about 2 seasons now. I've been hearing these names, bro. You know what I'm saying? Gardner and that. So my thing is this. If you look at Mason Mount, he was at Derby. He got bought up with Frank Lampard, and now he's there playing. Like, if you're good enough, it is what it is, especially with this manager who wants players around the ages of 22, 23. Like, some of these players are like 19, 20 now. They have to be given the opportunity now to see if they're good enough or not. That's how I see it, man. I don't think we
absolutely.
Can no more.
Someone's asking here, what are your thoughts on the track record with Dutch managers Premier League? It's pretty mixed. Goulet, Coleman, Joel, LVG, Dubois, Molly Steele. Do you think Ten Hag what he takes? You know what? That is a good point there, man. You know what I mean? In terms of Dutch coaches, they found it hard to kind of imprint their philosophy. I always think that, what I've learned in football now, you can't like, just because you've got that kind of that clout and that kind of the know-how from other leagues, you can't just imprint it onto the Premier League. You've got to adapt to the Premier League as also, like Ten Hag can't come and say we're going to play this amazing football. He also has to understand what the Premier League is all about. So I don't think it's a guaranteed success, Ten Hag, but I'm hopeful that his coaching philosophy can be something which can work and can hit the ground running quick, because we need it to quickly.
Yeah, but I just know that Liverpool went from 6th with Klopp in his third season to compete in and losing the league by 1 point the next season. I just feel like it's easy. And I remember this because I had Liverpool fans around me who were calling for Klopp in his third season saying, nah, man, the brother gets the finals. He doesn't win it. People are looking at him like he's just a nearly man. He's not doing it. And then fourth year, he loses it by a point, but then wins the Champions League. And then next year, he wins the season. I just feel like we need to understand this is not a 2-season thing. And I feel like for me, Van Gaal was kind of successful, was doing his thing. We were playing possession-based football under Louis Van Gaal. We were going and dominating teams. So I've been seeing people saying, Ten Hag plays possession-based football. I don't think Man United can do it. But we've done it under Louis Van Gaal. The problem is, because of his age as well, but we didn't see it through. We never actually saw it through. And I think ever since Van Gaal came in, or even our youth academy and our youth system have always been playing possession-based football ever since then. And I feel like and Louis Van Gaal had the same thing. He wanted the youth team to play like the first team. And he wanted to implement that across. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we just have to be patient with Ten Hag where we wasn't with Louis. If we're possession-based after 2 seasons and we're top 4 and we're going to the smaller teams and we're winning and we're having 70% of the ball, 80% of the ball, but we're not beating the big teams, we just got to accept it that it's a process. That will come. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Big up to Vincent. He goes, I'm thrilled to have Ten Hag as a manager. He's a style of play, a record of developing young talent, and most importantly, he's a coach first. Finally, the Glazers have done something right. Well, done something right, but also you got to back him. That's going to be another big thing. What kind of players we get, what kind of recruitment level we get. You know what I mean? It's going to be a big process, people. And I think for me, I'm patient enough to kind of for finally one. For me, I'm a person. Yeah, if I see something and I can see something where it's going, I'm very, very patient. But you see, under Ollie, when I knew it wasn't going anywhere, I could also be like, you know what? Nah, I'm out already. I'd rather not be blindsided by the whole kind of feeling, legend of the football club, etc., etc. I'm out already. With this one, I tell you what, man, I will be very, very much patient because I know that his coaching philosophy is what we need right now. When people said to me, why do you want Pochettino? Because I didn't believe his coaching abilities could have a last longing input into Man United. Whereas I feel like Ten Hag, even if he left after 2 years, there'd be some sort of element left at United. Similar way with Van Gaal. So
yeah. For me, with Poch, the worst thing for me was Poch that he worked under the regime at Spurs, and I feel like with Levy not giving him money to spend and being very similar like the Glazers, the last thing we wanted was a manager who was known to already done that. You know, had a tight budget.
Yeah.
You know, was sucking up to the owners, and then he was going to come to Old Trafford. Well, we're trying to get away from that. We're trying to get away from managers who are happy to be here, happy to be there. So they just say like, I'll do this and I'll do that. And then they get overwhelmed. We want a manager who's actually has something about him and can come and bargain and say, listen, I know I'm not going to get everything I want. But you see, when it comes to the footballing side of this club and the footballing decisions, I need to be involved I need to die by my decisions. I need to get sacked because I know it was my fault. I brought that player in. I told you to bring him in. You went and I get sacked. Not that we just buy players and then I don't play them and then I'm still getting a sack. That's not going to work. So I think it's important that we have
absolutely. So, yeah. Ten Hag offer 4 years. That means they're trusting the new opposition to organize things. Woodward invested into academy as well. Let's be patient. Absolutely. Big up to A Bob. She says, so far the changes to the club is making since Arnold came in. I hope it continues. You know what? If that's how you see progress, that's you know what? That's fine with you. You know what? I think everything, it just comes down to having a progress and having something to look forward to. If now United fans can believe in something, I think the fans will back the club in terms of, you know, understanding that there's a process and there's going to be something to look forward to. Whereas everything now hasn't been that. So I'm still cautious for me. I just feel like time will be a measurement of how they do things. You get me? So it is what it is.
I agree.
To United, we are.
That Arnold guy, since he has come in, we can only judge him on his decisions so far. And yeah, it does seem like he's doing something different based on what I've seen. Obviously, nobody thought he'll bring. To be honest, when we were linked with Ralph, nobody thought he was going to bring Ralph in. Everybody thought, nah, Ralph ain't going to get the job. Ralph is too much of a footballing man. Ralph is someone who will expose Man United's flaws and tell people how it is. They brought in Ralph, and Ralph has done that. He's always spoken well in the interviews, in the post-match conferences, and he said it how it is. He hasn't sugarcoated it. He said it how it is. No one thought he would do that. Then we were linked to Ten Hag and Poch. Everyone thought, nah, Poch, like Ten Hag's a footballing man. He'll expose United, with the way he wants to play the game and everything like that. They won't do it. He's gone and done it again. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm just going to judge him on that and see how we go, because I think if he's learned anything from the Woodward era, he's going to realize, listen, we tried it your way, bro. It didn't work. Something has to give. You know what I'm saying? Because
absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Big up to United. It goes, how can I become a team member? Make sure you join the button. There's a button on the bottom of your screen that says join. Pick which member you want to be in and check it out, people. I will be doing a different type of membership soon as well, where you can have monthly raffles and monthly kind of prizes. So that might be t-shirts, that might be different stuff. So make sure you look out for that one. A big up to Nathan Minnis, my guy, bro. Hope you're good. From a rival's perspective, you'll challenge us for the title within 2 years if Ten Hag is backed. Not gonna lie, we're the only club without a good manager now. This youth project we've apparently got is dead. Well, we will discuss the top 4 race, so make sure you stay with that one for here. But I think, you know what? Challenger League in 2 years? I'm not sure. I think maybe 5 to 10 years. Maybe. I think 2 years is just getting rid of the deadwood.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think 2 years is definitely getting rid of the deadwood. And I think we can have some good cup runs. You know what I mean? We can have some good cup runs. Yeah. I don't think you need to, and that's all I want. I want
Chelsea are a cup team. Team.
They are a club team, 100%. And I think their fans are happy with that, because they were top of the league Christmas times or something like that before they lost to City and they didn't go for it. So I feel like, I think if we can, what I really want though is these players to do the utmost they can to stop Liverpool from winning any type of treble, quadruple, whatever it is, and do something about it tomorrow. And then also just get the top 4 position for this manager. Like finish top 4, like finish the season with some type of pride.
They owe it, yeah. Of course.
They owe it. Like go for it. Try to finish the season with some type of pride and put the manager in a good position, because Champions League football is exciting for us as a fan base. Knowing that we're in that draw, knowing that we have an opportunity to play those big nights, does give us something to be excited for. And I think if we didn't lose to Atletico, we still had a season to be excited about. I think our season finished when we lost to Atletico. That's when I was like, I was done with the season, because I knew we weren't going to win the league. And I feel like with Chelsea, at least they're having those big nights. They're going to Real Madrid and turning them over 3-0 in the first half. You know what I'm saying? They're having those big cup runs and believing and dreaming. So even when they lose, they're like, okay, cool. Then they come back on a weekend and they're in the FA Cup final. We would settle for that right now. And that's the problem, man. So I feel like, I think
100%. We've got a long way to go. Man. We need to get. I think for me, a lot of people dismiss Carabao Cups, FA Cups. I'm not one of them. For me, I'm not one of them. I'm one of them. For me, that I wanted to be in the Carabao Cup final. I said, to be honest with you, sometimes we look at top 4. We look too heavily on top 4, man. Sometimes about winning the cups as well, man, because that brings more mentality. I think cups do more good than getting top 4s. I genuinely do. Winning cups, you know what I mean, help bring that mentality in you that, you know what, you can go again and you want the big one. Now you got the smaller ones, then you want the big one. When you haven't won anything and you're getting top 4 seasons, look at Arsenal. How many years are getting top 4s and then they win? You know what I mean? Like, you have to build the trophy cabinets. You have to go build it.
Yeah. You have to win the trophy.
You have to build it, man.
You have to win. You have to beat the competitions, because no matter what competition it is, you can look back and see all the teams that were in it, and you say you won that. You was the best team in that competition, and you won that. Even if it's like Europa League, as much as I diss it, like the team that wins it this season, they're going to be proud that they won it in a season where Dortmund was in there, Barcelona was in there. There was a load of teams in there. At the end of the day, you lift that trophy and you take it back and you call it a day. Do you think Barca didn't want that trophy? And you think Xavi didn't want to win it with his team and give him that winning vibe and that spirit? Of course he wanted to win it, man. No one enters these type of things without wanting to win it. Obviously, you want to be in the best competitions available to you, but at the same time, no. I think we got to try our best to win these cups, especially the Carabao Cup. That's a cup that you can win early on in the season, and then it also builds momentum in the league.
Early.
Pep loves it. Pep always goes for that cup. Always.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. You got to go for it. It's as simple as that, people. But obviously, top 4 is on the agenda now because we haven't got any cups to play for. You know what? I think this is probably the worst top 4 race I can remember. I mean, I think there was another season where I think teams kept bottling the top 4. I can't remember which one it is. It might have been 2019, I think it was. When,
I think it was Ollie's second season.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? This top 4 is becoming a joke,
his second season, we got top 4 with the same points that we finished like 6th the season before. I think we got top 4 on like 66 points on something like that. Top 4 with 66 points. We finished 3rd, actually.
And also top 4. Remember Leicester? Yep. It's crazy. Remember, we were going for Leicester. If Leicester won that game, that last game of the season, they would have got top 4. If we didn't, would not be in top 4. That just shows you how this top 4 race has been, man. But obviously, Tottenham lost. Arsenal lost. They're on a bad run of form. Tottenham was a little bit of a blip, but Arsenal in a bad run of form. 3 losses in a row now. Not 2 in 3. Not, this was a very, very, very much damaging defeat. Man United got over the line, man. Obviously, let's touch on United, but what do you make of that game yesterday? Was it just the fact that Ronaldo and De Gea are performing and they're getting us out of it, or do you see that as a big win and we kind of dealt with Norwich? Because for me, I think we got away with that one on Saturday.
Also did, man. It's them individual goals again, and that's the problem. Set piece, headers, obviously the tapping by Elanga, and then the free kick. It's we're not playing no one off the park. That's the problem with United. We're not playing no one off the park, and we're not having these intricate passes and doing anything like that. We're not. And I don't know. It's a funny season because I looked at the stats earlier today, and I saw that Paul Pogba was on 9 assists this season. He's got the 4th best assists in the league, and I'm thinking this guy's not even really turned up. But somehow, some way, United are there or thereabouts. So it's difficult, Saeed. I look at United and I think to myself, are we as bad as we believe? Because the thing about Man United, we are bad, no shadow of a doubt. But then we have the world's media and their uncles and cousins and aunts. Everyone talks about us. So then it makes it even worse than the situation is. But we started the season with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, bro. Everybody would have told you that this man was not the man we needed to start the season with. He's not the man we needed to start the season with, because I said it last week and I said it this week. It's going to be very difficult to win a league that Pep and Klopp are in. And the madness is Man United have somehow managed to finish in front of Klopp once or twice this in the last few years. And you don't get them chances a lot. And when that does happen, we should be pouncing. We should be ready to take that next step to say, cool, we're going to challenge, we're going to win. So looking at it now, and I'm thinking, we're here fighting for the top 4. Can we get it? Yes, we can. But then moving on to next season, everyone's building again. Who's that Fulham kid that I really like a lot that Liverpool just added onto?
Cavallo.
Very nice player. These guys are doing stuff. They're going to bring him in, and this is the problem. And then we're looking at City thinking of getting Haaland. Where we as much as I'm excited about Man United, how do you challenge these two teams who are adding with their quality already that they got and their lovely managers? How do we add? How are we going to challenge, guys? I know everyone's talking about 2-3. Something has to give for us to be able to challenge. So for me, the only thing, like you were saying before, the only thing that's going to allow us to challenge and allow us to build this new team up is by actually winning trophies. Trophies make you believe. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool won the Champions League season and said, look, we can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Exactly, Liverpool. Yeah, they will do. I think the gap will get eventually, but depends if they bring in Gerrard in it. Gerrard's not doing well at Aston Villa. You know what I mean? He's been poor. I think they're 15th in the league or something like that. They've been poor this season, but again, they're a team where a lot of people have been gassing up Gerrard and whatnot. My thing is though, with this top four race, is that we've got a massive 3 games now: Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea. By the end of it, we could be home and dry, clear of everyone else if we do it properly. But if we don't, I tell you what, mate, it could be curtains. And then not Van Gaal, Ten Hag has to start in the Europa League, possibly Conference League. You know what I mean? So it's a big week, man. The first one is Liverpool, but for me, Moosa, I have absolutely no confidence in us beating Liverpool tomorrow. Absolutely none at all. For me, honestly, bro, no confidence tomorrow.
Absolutely. What time is tomorrow's game?
Is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock kick off.
No, iftar times. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm
telling you, mate.
I really
Someone
don't
say
know.
they're free hit, Look at that, man. That's what Arsenal fans say, man. Man said free hit, That's what we become now, Free hit FC.
This is one of our biggest rivals, derby game.
I know.
And we've just accepted the loss. And this is what I told people before. Bruno Fernandes is going to become the next Paul Pogba. We can say what we want. He's going to get his high numbers.
Yep.
Where is he now? Paul Pogba's had more assists this season than Bruno Fernandes. Where is he now? You know what I'm saying? And this is
I didn't know that, Wow.
Yeah, he's had more assists than Bruno, but we're going to be on to Bruno Pogba and say A, B, C, and D. And this is why I'm saying that. Where are we now? Like all these players that we bought, we hyped them up. Nobody gets better at Man United, bro. Nobody gets better at Manchester United. It's one-way traffic. When you come to Old Trafford, the only way is down. There ain't no way up. It's down from there. So this is why we're in a situation where we've got players that we should be thinking Pogba's going to turn it on tomorrow. Bruno can turn it on. Ronaldo can turn it on. But really, we're doomed. We're doomed. No one ain't turning it on. Wow.
That's only in the Premier League. What about all competitions? Well, I think Pogba's been injured for a while as well. So
yeah, but that's the Prem. For me, he's saying it's only the Prem, but Pogba was injured in the Prem. He's hardly played, bro.
Yeah. I think for me though, what you got to realize is that I look at Bruno Fernandes. I think he's been on bad form. I personally wouldn't even start him against Liverpool. I genuinely would bench him. I would bring on someone else. But the problem is there's no options. That's why Bruno Fernandes is still playing, because he's actually playing through his bad form. And that could be, for me, is quite a worry, because, then you're going to have a bad performance and he's going to try and give the ball away a lot and he's going to try and do Hollywood passes still. Someone say, there's no options. But that's the situation that we're dealt with. Donny van der Beek was left out alone. Obviously, we've got a few injuries. Yes, that has not helped. But, it's just crazy, bro. And, for me, Bruno Fernandes, I don't know what's up with him. Has it just caught up to him now that he's hasn't got that kind of, when you get the hype and you're on that level and you've got that adrenaline now. Now everything's like level playing field. Bro, and we've started to see the actual Bruno Fernandes now.
It's the curse of United, bro. It just brings everyone down. People come in. Listen, these players come in and they're not the finished article. Paul Pogba came in at 23 years old? 22? Not the finished article. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a finished article. He just came in and he needed to get better. We needed managers that can take him on to the next level. Bruno Fernandes came in at Man United. He's not the finished article. You know what I'm saying? He's not the finished article. He needed a manager who can make him better and take him to the next level. He didn't get that with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer let him run riot, run everywhere, do what you want to do. Ralph came in and he can't do his positional awareness is all over the place because he's just used to running around doing what he wants. Then on top of that, his idol is in the position, or his idol is in the positions that he normally runs into, Ronaldo. He can't run into them spaces now. Ronaldo's there. And Ronaldo's not going to have that. So to not piss Ronaldo off, he tries to run into different areas and it's not working for him. It's like when he's the main man, he wants to play the game. But it's the same with Pogba. When Pogba was the main man, he was able to do it. But I feel like these guys have not been taught how to play in a system and to play as part of a team. And that's why we find ourselves in problems. Because now we're looking at Bruno, who everybody was gassed about, saying is the real deal. And we're not saying he's not, but can he even fit into the new system that we're going to take on with Ten Hag? Is he possession-based?
Well, I don't think personally he's possession-based. I genuinely think he hasn't got that capability. You know, I've not seen it in his game, him comfortable on the ball. I think he does a lot of forward passes that maybe might benefit Ten Hag. But again, what he needs to offer is going to have to be a lot, man, because I'm not seeing it right now. And I'm not seeing it for large parts of the season, if I'm being really, really honest with you. He's done it in certain moments, Champions League and that. But again, I want more. And for what we're giving him now, 250 grand a week, that level of expectation gets even more higher. Same way we did it with Rashford, we've got to have the same energy with Bruno Fernandes. And I'm a player who's really liked Bruno Fernandes for a long time at Old Trafford. But at the minute, he's just, for me, again, I don't know what it is, man. I just feel like for me, he's almost settled and he's not willing to kind of get better. I don't know. Maybe it's just for me. I don't know what it is.
It's the Man United thing, because you're thinking no matter what I do as an individual, it's like it takes it out of you. Like it's like you come to work every day, you try your hardest, you put up career breaking numbers, and you still don't get nothing to show for it. You just get people saying that you're not good enough, you try too much. They're human beings at the end of the day, and I just feel like the whole environment at Old Trafford is a shocking environment. Someone like Ronaldo, Cavani, and that it can't put them down. They've done their career. They've already been there, done it. They're at the end of their career. That's why Cavani, my man, says he can't play every game, bro. Every time it's time to play for United, I can't play. International break, he's on the flight. He's playing for flipping Uruguay.
Yeah.
Every time he comes back, I'm injured.
But yeah, the fan base clap him.
Yeah, but he's like, he uses Old Trafford as a training base to stay fit for his international games. As soon as they come up, he's raring to go. He's ready to go. But like you said,
that's the thing, though, man. The fan base, man. Like I said to you, I think the fan base, in terms of the way they treated Paul Pogba, I think it's disgraceful. I genuinely believe it, bro. For me, again, it seems to be always Paul Pogba. And for me, when you look at the game he had, didn't really have a bad game. Especially the first half, I thought he was one of our better players. Even with Lingard.
Some of them. Don't forget, a couple seasons ago, my man was racially abused by our fan base. Remember?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, on the touchline, the videos were out there, man shouting and everything. And then it comes to it again. When they're looking for a scapegoat, they go straight to him, and then they start booing and all of that and putting up their, swearing at him and all of that stuff. It's like they're exposing stuff. Where's this hate for other man? Where is it? Where's this hate for Cavani, who doesn't want to play for us? He just uses Man United as a training ground for his international games. Where is this for Maguire? You know what I'm saying? Where is it for Shaw? Where is it? I don't know, man.
That's what I mean. And then, oh, man, it's one of them things. It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. Big up to Dara. He goes, who would you start tomorrow? Who do you think Rangnick will start? Could we get fourth? I mean, he's got to play the same team. What else can he do? Rashford, do you see that when he came off the bench? Absolutely terrible, mate. Terrible.
Tomorrow,
I reckon it's got to be the same team. Wan-Bissaka, I reckon, will play instead of Dalot. I genuinely think Wan-Bissaka will play. That's for me certainty. If you want a certainty starter tomorrow, it's Wan-Bissaka tomorrow at right back. The rest of them, it'll be the same because obviously Shaw's out, Cavani's out, McTominay's out. What else is there? Cavani's out, and obviously Fred is out as well. Varane is out as well. Again, another one. He's disappointed me this season in terms of his injuries. He's injury prone. You know what I mean? I don't know if Ten Hag can rely on him next season. He might play Timber and Lindelof. That might be our partnership next year because Varane's going to be out half of the time, bro.
I can handle Lindelof if he's got a good player with him, and I think the problem we had. I remember Lindelof, Dembele partner. I mean, not Dembele. What's his name? Lindelof and Bailly. I remember that partnership when before Bailly got injured and he missed the Europa League final and that. They played well, but Bailly's never been. He's been similar to like to Varane. He's always been injured, and I just feel like we just need a sturdy back two with some pace that can actually tackle and win the ball and do what they're doing. We need to forget what's his name. We need to forget Maguire, and like you said, Varane's just I don't know. It's problematic. it's problematic for us. And I'm thinking Real Madrid didn't even put up a fight for him. When we were getting gassed, we didn't understand what was going on because Madrid didn't put up a fight for him.
Yeah,
they weren't saying you can't go nowhere.
Crazy. But he didn't want to. Okay, he wanted to stay. He didn't want to kind of do what he wanted to do. He wanted to leave. But also, Real Madrid were like, "Yo, we're gonna get Alaba. Don't worry, man. We'll get Alaba."
Listen, you can't just leave Madrid like that. It's not easy. If Madrid want you, you can't just leave like that, you know. But they weren't too worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Madrid normally pull out the stops and make things happen. Gareth Bale's wanted to leave. For how long has he been there now? But I just feel like, yeah, man. I feel like even these signings that we're looking at like that, because Varane's is a fan favorite in terms of the fans can get gassed about him and look at his record and what he's done and what he's achieved. But it's for the club, the coaching staff, the manager, the scouts to be able to say, look, the fans are gassed, they want him, but we're going to get someone who's just as good or just a little bit under, but he's going to give us 90% every season. We're going to get him at least 90% of the season, rather than going for a man who I think these injuries were showing in his last season. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm looking at United and I just feel like tomorrow's game will let me know if we really want top four. And I mean that by just the way we turn up for the game, just the way we put ourselves forward for tomorrow's game, how we present ourselves, how we, how the players actually go for it. Tomorrow's going to let me know if I should still be getting gassed over this top four or not.
Absolutely. Big up to everybody who's watching, man. Nearly 500 is in here. Let's hope that we got at least 250 likes, man, people. So let's get at least half the numbers, half the likes, people. So if you've not subscribed already, we're nearly at 50k, people. So hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the like button on the video right now. It's free to like a video. So big up to everybody who's watching, supporting every day. I see you. So big up to you guys. Dara Sherfa says, we need a DM. He will have to play Matic. Are you there, Moosa?
Yeah. Am I still there?
Moosa gone there? Yeah, you're back. Yeah. It says we need a DM. He will have to play Matic. What do you think of that, Moosa, by the way?
The DM.
Are you there?
The DM situation.
Is that just me or?
Can everyone see me still?
Moosa, you there?
Let me see. Can everyone
see me, people, or is that Moosa?
Hey, guys, can you not see me?
Let everyone know, people? Anybody know?
Can you hear me, though?
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's still here. What do you think of the Matic leaving?
I think Matic leaving, Matic had to leave, man. I think his time has come up.
You're drifting in and out. Yeah.
What's happened? I'm drifting in and out, yeah. Let me see if I need to disconnect and come back in 1 minute. What's happening here?
Yeah.
Let me see. Stop the game.
Yeah, you go. It's me, apparently. Yeah, my bad. It's me. Apparently, it's me. You are drifting. Was it just me? See, that's what I mean, man. I don't know what's going on. Can everyone hear me? Moosa is okay. So it was the wrong person. That's mad. Aye, listen, it's me, man. Said it was him, It's me. All right, my bad. Apologies. Am I here now? Can everyone see me? Can everyone hear me? Moosa, you keep speaking. Apparently it's my Wi-Fi. I'll come in and out. Yeah, you talk about Matic.
Okay, cool. I feel like with me, I feel like obviously we all knew that Matic is not gonna. I don't know. We were talking about 2 seasons ago that Matic should have disappeared. But I think for me as a fan, the biggest problem I'm having is deciding the type of CDM that we should get in. Should we go in for a hard tackling CDM? Someone who is more about his tackling than his actually distribution of the game and retrieving the ball. Or should we go in for someone who does a bit of both? And I don't know, man. It depends on the direction Ten Hag goes. But I feel like we're missing. I think everyone's missing a trick with Neves to an extent, depending on how much he goes for. But I just feel like season after season, he keeps on turning out numbers, doing a good job, and not in the best team. And I just feel like for the age, I think he's still 24. He's still under, I think he's 24, 25 max. And I just thought for someone who's had that level of experience in the Premier League, and I'm not saying it's about Premier League experience, but I think it's important that, Ten Hag doesn't make it as difficult for himself if he doesn't need to. So to just go and buy 4 signings and none of them's played in the Prem and they all have to get used to the pace of the league, and that means we're going to then start because my thing is this: if Ten Hag goes and gets 4 players in and none of them's played in the Prem, to settle those players in, it means we're going to have to rely on the players who have played in the Prem in our own squad. That means McTominay is going to be starting again. Fred's going to be starting again because these new players haven't played in the league. Whereas if you go and get a Neves or Basuma, them man are walking straight in the first game. There ain't none of this getting used to the league, blah, blah. So I feel like getting a Neves in will allow us to change the midfield straight away. You know what I mean? Go in, like we can start the season with Neves and Donny van der Beek as our 2 in the middle of the park there. Straight away, you know what I'm saying? Whereas if we don't do that, we're going to find ourselves starting the league with a similar set of players. And then before you know it, we're having the same arguments.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I want to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. A lot of people are coming at me saying, when I said about Ronaldo's finished in terms of his actual play and whatnot, and a lot of people, I remember at Watford game, I did a match reaction in the ground with Statman Bays, and I said, I think Ronaldo's done at this level. For me, you know, when I look at Ronaldo, what he offered me in certain moments of Man United, I think it wasn't good enough. For where United want to go, I thought it wasn't good enough. I've never once doubted his clutch moments. I never once said he's a problem. A lot of people come up to me and say, you said Saeed is a problem. I've never ever once said that. I never said that he's a problem. But I said he's not the solution to our problems in terms of hold-up play, in terms of linking up play, in terms of finding space. I always thought he hasn't got that in him. He can't press teams. He can't. You know, when we get against the big teams, I feel like we are 10 men with Ronaldo up top. Yeah. You know, in terms of what Ronaldo has done this season, what do you make of it?
Nah, man, I feel like Ronaldo individually as a player and what he does for a team isn't the problem. I think Ronaldo, the brand, the image, the whole, you can't bench him, you got to pay him nearly $500,000 a week. No one else is going to take him if you want to get rid of him. That's the problem. That's the United problem again, that United get themselves into, that they buy a player at the end of their career. It's all brand-based. And if you do want to move him on, no one else can take him. He holds you to you're bound to rights with what you can and can't do with him. And then you're looking at how many goals did he score this season, and could we not have got those goals from other places and not had to deal with the whole pressure that comes in with Ronaldo and everything around him. So I feel like those clutch moments, we still could have had that with still and I guess the problem is, and I think hindsight is everything, is that no one foresaw what would happen with Greenwood. Because I guess Greenwood would have been learning under Ronaldo, and had not the season gone the way it's gone with whatever's happening with him, is that he would have then been playing some of these games that Ronaldo we think shouldn't be playing. He would be leading the line. And I think had he been leading the line as one of the youth players and someone who's come up through the whole academy and the system, I think the fan base would have been hyped as a whole, because this is another year where another youth player who has been meant to be the next best thing at United has missed out on development. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like that development's gone. I don't think, maybe Rashford's going to learn from this season more than maybe he learned from the previous seasons, because of the difficulties and adversities that he's had to come against to actually realize that he's not going to get it his own way. So I think if Rashford takes it in how he should do, then maybe he comes back a better, stronger player if it doesn't break him. But in terms of Ronaldo and what he's done for us, I think like it's difficult to judge, because we haven't won anything. So we're fighting for the we got Ronaldo.
Yeah, exactly.
All those moments.
Do you reckon he could play next season?
I think he can play in parts. I think he can play in parts, and I think he has, as a senior player in the training ground, in the club, I think he can do the one Mata role and the Matic role with these men going. I think Ronaldo can be that guy, but he just doesn't have to be a starter. I think having Ronaldo on the bench and him coming off the bench and doing what he does in certain games, or letting him play, I just feel like him being a starter and having to start every game is the problem that we're finding in the whole club as a whole. So for me, no, I don't start Ronaldo next season as my main number 9. I'll go in there with a different main man. But I think with lending out, what's his name? We've lent out Martial. Rashford's not up to it. Greenwood's AWOL due to his situation. So now we're left in a situation where it looks like we might just have to because we got no better options. Because what's our other options? Who else? Anyone else who leads the line next season is going to be a new player who hasn't done it before anyway. So then we might have to be left with someone who has done it, who is Ronaldo, and we might have to go with him. All right, guys, is it me or is Saeed? I can't see him. He's jammed up. Let me know if it's me or Saeed in the comments, people. So for me, I'm going to keep on talking and think that it's Saeed. Is it me or Saeed, people? That's Saeed frozen. All right, cool. So, yeah. So for me, I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Because I just feel like having someone like Ronaldo at the club is good. It's good for the young players. It's good for everyone, to be honest. It's good for the whole morale of the team, for what he's achieved and the fact that he pushes us to be the best that we can be, and he pushes the team to try to achieve things. But I feel like some players have to kind of understand it and understand that it's not him putting pressure on players or looking down at anyone. It's actually him trying to push us to that next level and get us to compete into that next level. But with Ten Hag coming in now, I think we're going to have have a fresh start from everything. And in terms of our expectations, what we think we're going to win, I think Ten Hag coming in now, Saeed, our expectations just have to change. And I know we've done it. I know we've done it a lot of times. I know we've been there with Ollie. We've been there with that guy. But I think we have to lower our expectations to an extent to give this guy a chance, because I feel sometimes we can be our worst enemies as a fan base. He might come in, do excellent for the first 10 games, and we just get gassed. Yeah. Now we need to allow it, man. We really need to allow it, man, as a fan base.
Yeah, absolutely. Apologies today, man. Apparently they're doing some works in the area, man. So I don't know why they decided to do it today. You know what I mean? We had holidays for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden they want to do it now, man. So apologies on the Wi-Fi today, man. It's a madness in the Dunya, man. But tomorrow, we've got the game tomorrow, man. What's your overall assessments tomorrow, man? You think you would get a result tomorrow? Liverpool are winning a quadruple, man. We have to stop Liverpool from winning a quadruple. Tomorrow, we have to let Man City almost get the win. You know what I mean? If we help Man City, that's what we do. We're enablers for other teams. We help other teams.
Right, you know what I mean, bro? All I know tomorrow, I just think we can't lose. We can't lose tomorrow. That's all I know. We can't lose. We can't afford to lose tomorrow's game. You know what I'm saying? Because I think even Liverpool only getting a point tomorrow cripples them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's 2 points drop. So for me, because if Liverpool get a point tomorrow and City win, they go 3 points up. They go 3 points ahead of Liverpool. So again, I feel like whatever happens, we just can't lose. Yeah, so whatever happens, we just can't lose tomorrow's game. And if we don't lose tomorrow's game, then it puts us in a better situation as well for our own top four battle. But we just can't lose, man. For morale, for the top four, for Liverpool not winning the league, we can't afford to lose, man. 100%.
And then you got Arsenal as well. You got Arsenal, you know what I mean, on Saturday. Obviously, by then, by the time we have a chat next week, we'll kind of have a rough idea going into the Chelsea game. But did you know that Chelsea got rescheduled to Thursday now? Yeah.
So we got Arsenal on Saturday and then Chelsea on Thursday. So it's going off for us.
Yep. It's going off, man. So by next weekend, you know what I mean? We should know where Man United are, man, come next weekend, man. And that's a scary thought, man. The season hinges on 3 games. I know it's meant to be a 38-game season, but the season does hinge on 3 games, man. So it's mad in the dunya, man. But I just feel like for me, tomorrow we've got to be disciplined. I just don't think we have that in us, man. Our defense is all over the place. You see it, man. Norwich cut us open, man. That's Norwich. Norwich cut us open, bro. You know what I mean?
It's shocking. Like, even celebrating like that against Norwich, these guys are relegated, bro. Flipping it.
Yep. Relegated, bro. Yeah, man. They're relegated, man, and that's where they are. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a tricky one, man. What do you make of Arsenal, by the way? What do you make of Arsenal?
Arsenal they're fraudulent. That's what I'm looking at, and I'm looking. They're gonna lose some of their better players. I think they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose Saka and they're gonna lose that Martinelli. They are gonna lose these players because I can't see Arsenal doing anything in the transfer window to get any better next season, and everyone else is going again. Then you've got Newcastle, who's got that crazy money as well, who are going to try to do whatever they can do. I just don't see. I think any player with ambition at Arsenal, really, I don't think they're going to stay there that long. And I think, again, you have to, for me, I just look at Arteta, how I looked at Oli. Is he in the top 4 best managers in the Premier League next season? If he's not, because the manager plays a big part. Because next season, we're going to have Tuchel, Conte, Klopp, Pep, Ten Hag. These are serious managers. You know what I'm saying? Where does Arteta, where does he come in that? Arteta's like Brendan Rodgers and that. Arsenal's going to be doing Leicester's. They're going to be doing Leicester's.
And if Newcastle spend money as well, you know what I mean? They could be involved as well. You know what I mean? I know Eddie Howe's there, but Eddie Howe,
yeah, that's the problem because of Eddie Howe. So when they get Newcastle, going to position themselves to attract a big manager. When they do that, there's going to be problems. You know what I'm saying? But until then as well, they're in a similar situation. But I just see Arsenal doing a Leicester where they compete and then they fall off when it matters. Compete, fall off. Compete, fall off. You win a cup, FA Cup, this, that, there. But if you look at their record recently, winning an FA Cup, competing and falling off, it's what Leicester's done. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. What are you going for tomorrow? I think we're going to get beat. I think we're going to get beat 3-0 tomorrow.
3-0.
What do you think tomorrow?
It's a derby game tomorrow, so I'm hoping that he said, "Raw, who put Ten Hag top 6 managers list already?" Laughing. I'm just saying based on what he's won in the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Just as a winner. We're talking about places he's finished in the Champions League and what he's won. We can only go on that. Because people like to write Ten Hag off, but they won't mention the fact that he's terrorized big clubs in the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? They won't put that in there. That he's terrorized the big clubs. So for me, it speaks for itself. But tomorrow, I don't know, man. I've got a feeling tomorrow that because Liverpool's been having it their own way. And I think if they beat us tomorrow convincingly, if Liverpool beat United convincingly tomorrow, Liverpool's going to win the league. It's going to be our fault. I'm telling you, Saeed. If they beat us tomorrow, they're going to win the league.
Yep.
And I mean convincingly. If they struggle, it's a hard game, whatever.
I think Wolves will catch Man City. Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, it's true.
So
I think Liverpool. I think Man City as well with their injuries as well. I think that they're catching us as well out. So we'll see, man. So time will tell. But big up to everybody who's watched. That's been your show, people. Big up to everybody who's watching as well. Make sure, guys, to like the video on the way out, people. So if you've watched the video now, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. We're nearly at 50K, people. Less than 2,000. You know what I mean? I think it's about 1.5K, man. You know what I mean? So we're nearly there, people. Moosa, man, let them know you're at the resale hub now. What you doing?
Yeah, resale CIC, people. That's where you lot can find me. We're still doing the work that we're doing, distributing shoes to the homeless and those that need it the most in the society. And other than that, we're here, man. We're all just biting our nails to see can United get this top 4 finish, and who are the players that you think that Ten Hag is going to roll in with. If you had 2 players from Ajax you could bring, who are the 2 players you would bring with him?
2 players, it would be Timber and Anthony.
Yeah, I'm the same. But how about the midfielder that might be going to Bayern? Everyone says he's quite a good man. Gravenberch. Yeah,
Gravenberch. So he might be the one that the one will come in, but I think he's going to Bayern Munich, so that's already done deal. So I think time will tell.
I'll go for the same two. I think I'll go for the same 2 to Anthony and Timber.
Absolutely.
And they're both what, under 22 years old?
Yep, absolutely. Yep, exactly. So we'll see. But big up to everybody who's watching, people. Make sure you head over to Grizz Khan TV. I'm gonna go over there to do the preview, people. So make sure you come over there, Grizz Khan TV, in about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, people. We're going to be doing the preview over there. So make sure you check out, people. Like the video on your way out. And yeah, man, like I said to you, Chris Khan TV in about 10 minutes. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Peace.
We out.
Yeah. When this rolls out, yeah.